Andre Scholler retires from football at 29 years old. That's quite crazy if you ask me. Also in the news, we've got Francis Uzor, who made a permanent move to Apoel Nicosia over there in Cyprus. And then the NFF has also committed to financially supporting league sides next season. Welcome to the show, The Nutmeg on Guardian TV. My name is Solomon Fo, and it's great to have you join us. I hope you guys are keeping safe, social distancing, and you're using your hand sanitizers and your face masks. It's great to have you join us once again. If you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, you should absolutely do that already, because Guardian Nigeria has got awesome content you do not want to miss. So make sure you put on the notification button, you press the notification button rather, so that you get all the fresh content directly to your inbox. Today we're going to be talking Real Madrid, who are the champions of La Liga. Boom, it's a great time to be a Madridista at this point. And they were aided, or you could say abetted a little, by Barcelona, who lost to Osasuna also yesterday night. So it was quite crazy. Barcelona lost 2-1 to Osasuna, and Real Madrid also won 2-1 against Villarreal. And it's quite incredible what these guys have done, the sort of feats that they've managed. And the person who is quite central at what Real Madrid has done is Zinedine Zidane. He's the man of the moment. He's gotten 11 trophies in 4 seasons. Crazy, man. And also he's one person who has gotten a trophy every 19 games. Tell me that man is not a legend already, and you will be wrong. So it's quite incredible what they have achieved so far. But it's interesting to see the way everything has coalesced to them getting to this point exactly. And one of the things that has really worked for them is the fact that, post the lockdown, we've seen them hit a really good patch of form, a purple patch you'd want to call it. 10 games consecutively, they've won all of their games post-lockdown, and they've done it in quite great fashion. Solid defense, getting the goals when it matters, and general, confidence in that side. And it's what's gotten them the league at this period in time. I remember before the lockdown, there was a Clásico, which they won, yes, but after the Clásico, they actually lost the game to Real Betis, which gave Barcelona the upper hand again to come over them. That's in the La Liga, on the La Liga table. But after the lockdown, there was a break. Then after the lockdown, it came back, and it was a blitz for them. It's quite incredible what these guys have achieved. And like I said, Zinedine Zidane is the man central to all of these things. And it bothers me a little when people say that, oh, he's just a man manager, that he has not earned his stripes. He has proven absolutely at this point that he's quite elite. And he said, when they won yesterday, that this victory matters a whole lot more to him than the Champions League that he won. Some people would be like, oh, maybe he's being modest about it, but I really don't think so, because he gave a sense to it. He says this is 38 games, you have to be consistent over the 38 games. And considering the fact that these guys didn't have the likes of Eden Hazard contribute so much to this tenure, and beginning of the season it looked as if it wasn't going to come good for them. But look at the end of the season now. They are champions for the 34th time in history. That's 34th La Liga title for Real Madrid. And there's no way we're going to be talking Real Madrid that we won't, go over to Barcelona. And to be honest, Barcelona has been a really, really terrible side, you want to say, because even Messi came out to call them out, and it was like, oh, they were a weak side, and if they don't get their house in order, they might be losing to Napoli in the Champions League. And he absolutely has a point, because you get a whole lot of internal wranglings, Messi's issue with Eric Abidal, the board, that's Bartomeu, so many issues going on in that club side. And you beg to wonder, like some people say cheekily, they spent a whole lot of money trying to replace Neymar after Neymar left. Dembele came in, Coutinho came in, and a couple of other faces came in, and they've still not been able to effectively replace Neymar. If Messi leaves that club side, it could be a whole lot of shambles in that club side. That's Barcelona. But we hope Messi stays. We are hearing sounds that he possibly won't leave at the end of the season, that he's exhausted, he's tired and stuff. But hopefully things turn out good for them in the Champions League, that we get to witness Messi again in the La Liga. So Barcelona need to get their house in order. They need to get things moving as smooth as possible. Definitely, it might not be as good as the previous years because Messi is aging. The players they have, they're probably not as good as the ones they had before, but they need to chart a way forward. They need to chart a course forward. If you'd ask me, the start of Ernesto Valverde, he came a little too early. They really didn't need to sack him. Quique Setien came in, and things are not looking absolutely different for them. So they just need an absolute overhaul, and it might need to start with the board. I'm sure they'll be looking towards next season, but before next season, they have the Champions League, the second leg against Napoli, and they would also have a huge task on their hand in keeping Messi at Barcelona. So congratulations to all Real Madrid fans across the world. I'm sure there's a whole lot of celebration. It has to be muted, definitely, because they couldn't even go to, the Saladis where they always celebrate, the Real Madrid triumphs because of the current state of things so far. And huge thumbs up to, the likes of Sergio Ramos and Benzema, who were absolutely phenomenal this season, especially Sergio Ramos, who came up good, especially towards the end of the season. Benzema also contributed a whole lot of goals. I'm sure there's still one game left for them to play, but he's gotten 21 goals this season so far. Whew. Benzema is really on fire. All right, that's all we can take on the show today. Thank you so much for listening to us. Thank you so much for letting us into your houses and your phones, whatever medium that you're using to, enjoy the Nutmeg. Make sure you keep it locked with us. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're not subscribed already. Like I said, there's awesome content. You can binge watch all the episodes of the Nutmeg if you really want. And there's still a couple of other great contents that you can always watch on The Guardian Nigeria. Thank you so much for watching once again. My name is Solomon Fowe, and this has been The Nutmeg.